What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Littleroot Lessons. As always, I'm your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. What's up, man?
Players Cup 2, that's what's up.
Yeah, we got some news today.
Super excited. Day recording, we got Players Cup 2, Series 6 qualifiers the end of September. Finals is in November.
Okay, I was going to say, do we know when that is?
The dates and everything are kind of up in the air still. But I know the qualifiers the last weekend of September, like 24th, 25th, 26th, something like that.
Is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It's like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday into Sunday morning. It's like
interesting.
That's what they don't. It's like Thursday night to Friday night to Saturday night, and then Sunday at some point. This is when it ends.
Interesting. I'm assuming it's going to be the same structure as last time of 15 games each day you can play or whatever?
Yep. It's just like an IC. 15 games, player 15. So you can play them all in one day. If you can fit that many in one day, if you just wait to play them all, you can play them all on Sunday or whatever.
Oh, it's only 15 games, not 15 on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday each.
You have 15 games to play. You get 15 unlocked each day.
Okay, so I have 15 on Thursday, 15 on Friday, 15 on Saturday.
Yeah, and you can play them. You can wait to play them all on Saturday.
And then have 45?
And then have 45.
Okay.
That's something you can do. That's usually how ICs have been working because they roll over. Whatever game, they want everyone to be able to play all their games. They know not everyone can play every single day. But IC's, like I said, September 24th, 25th, 26th, whatever that weekend is, somewhere in there. We also have Team of the Week from good pal Mr. President in Discord. It's his birthday tomorrow as of recording.
Yeah, his birthday is the 11th, so happy birthday, Quentin. As always, man.
Yep.
Here's to many, many more.
So we're going to talk about his team here, which he played something similar at the Rumble, which is another thing we get to talk about this week. This is like a parish trap kind of thing, trick room thing. Once in a while, it's got trick room, it's got parish song, it's got Pokemon that can trap, like Gothitelle and G-Max Gengar and Dhelmise, Marowak, Gengar, Lapras, and we can all parish song people. We're also playing Dugtrio with Arena Trap and Gothitelle Shadow Tag just to lock people in.
Okay, cool. So you've already kind of spoiled it, so let's just jump head first into this. So, G-Max Gengar holding that Focus Sash, Parish Song, Ally Switch, Trick Room, Shadow Ball. His Ghost move becomes the trapping move?
Correct.
Okay.
You have to have the Ghost move to trap, but outside of this Gengar just really wants to sit there in front of you, trap things, and then play kind of just like the stall tactic with Ally Switch, and can Parish Song if needed. You usually won't, though. Not this one. Yeah,
the interesting thing here is Gengar is its own enabler, per se, because it gets both Parish Song and the ability to trap.
Yeah.
But you're also pairing it, like, you can pair it with Gothitelle, you can pair it with Dugtrio, and then you're able to trap them that way, and then click Parish Song. Your other Parish Song abuser here is Lapras. Parish Song, Hydro Pump, Freeze Dry, Life Dew. So Lapras is actually really, really interesting on this team because you're able to, Dynamax, pick up, 1 to 2 KOs that way, and get screens up.
And then Parish Song in front of it, and they can't do anything.
So Lapras can be both, offensive and defensive because you can get your screens up and have sustainability. Mm-hmm. My one complaint so far is for a Parish Trap team, we don't have a lot of Protect.
No.
Which is kind of what you want to be doing, is you want to be able to have that sustainability of, okay, stall for a turn, and switch out your dead.
Yeah.
Make it where they can't switch out, but you still have that ability to, is what you kind of want to be doing. And so far, we're 2 for 2 on Pokemon that don't have Protect.
Notably, these are also our G-Maxes, so
True.
They have pseudo Max Guard in both of their Parish Songs. Gengar has Ally Switch and Trick Room as well. We can do a Trick Room thing if we need to beat slower Pokemon. I think the slowest thing we have is Alolan Marowak and from there, Ferrothorn becomes a problem because Ferrothorn's 22 min speed. Escavalier is the same way. So these Pokemon that are super duper slower than us, we have to use Trick Room to actually get the Perish Song kills.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon that is really slow for this team, Marowak, is our other Perish Song user.
Do we have a Trick Room setter?
Gengar. We were just talking about that.
Oh, yeah, duh. Well, normally you see it on Gothitelle, but this Gothitelle set doesn't have Trick Room.
Nope. It has Rock Slide. We're going to flinch him. Get him. I don't know.
Of all the moves you could put on it,
You picked Rock Slide.
is anyone else confused about that?
I'm assuming it's just to flinch people.
It
is the
makes sense,
highest
but
chance of flinching on any move you have, besides Fake Out, which is 100% on turn 1.
Why aren't we just running Fake Out on this, too?
Because we want to be able to flinch all the time and not...
No, like, you can go for Fake Out plus Perish Song turn 1.
Yeah.
Like, protect your Perish Song abuser, or your Perish Song setter, and then from there just Rock Slide.
But how else are you going to trigger your Blunder Policy?
I need to look up what Blunder Policy
Blunder
is.
Policy is if you miss a move, your speed increases 1 stage.
Okay.
It's a new item to Sword and Shield, and it's most notable for Series 1 playing with Draco's ult, because you had Hustle, so you would miss.
No, you raise your speed 2 stages.
Oh, so it's +2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you miss with Draco's ult with whatever move, hopefully. Usually it's Dragon Rush, Stomping Tantrum, Aerial, and it's like...
Pick a move, yeah.
And then Aerial Ace the next turn, and you're super fast. It works the same way for, like, if you miss and then go max, you can just go super fast and hit everything.
Yeah, at that point you don't need the Aerial Ace. You can just click Bolt.
Whatever.
Or, Max Lightning
Max
at that
Lightning,
point.
Max Ground, Max Air.
And they go away.
Yep. But Gothitelle also carries Heal Pulse, which is super nice, just healing up our team here.
What is the move where your Pokemon faints, but they get to whatever like switches in gets the heal?
The Healing Wish?
Maybe?
Yeah, I think that's...
Because there's Wish, there's Healing Pulse, and there's Healing Wish.
I think it's Healing Wish.
It just crossed my mind. I know that's not literally, not at all close to what Heal Pulse does, but it's interesting to have Life Dew and Heal Pulse just be like, nah, these things are not dying ever.
And I think that's why we're seeing less Protects, is once Lapras just goes screens, we can just sit there and spam Heal Pulse, like be a Comfey kind of thing, and just heal up Lapras. And then once that's done, Lapras can just start spamming Life Dew after Perish Song's up, and to just kind of just sit there and stall out in front of them with the screens up.
And moving along here, we have Ololowak, Lightning Rod, Flare Blitz, Perish Song, Bone Meringue, and Detect. I like the idea of Detect over Protect, which I think we talked about last week.
We talk about it a lot because everyone always does it. Like, especially on the Urshifus, it's just like, I don't want to play Detect, I want to play Protect.
Like, well, get got, kid.
Yeah, like, Imprison gets you still. But, I like Detect. Boomerang's okay. We have this Doug trio coming down here that I don't really know if we needed the Boomerang coverage, but it's just nice to have it, I guess.
I think I'd rather have Poltergeist over Bone Meringue.
We have a lot of Ghost coverage, though. With Gengar's Shadow Ball and Delmize's Poltergeist.
I forgot Delmize got Poltergeist, too.
We have a lot of Ghost coverage, so having a Protect, or in this case Detect, plus Perish Song, plus Stab, dude, like, I don't know if we needed 2 Stab moves, and have one of them be situational, or if we just want to play Bone Meringue and kind of like get around Focus Sash once in a while.
Look, man, me and Bone Meringue are fighting right now.
You miss a lot of that move.
I don't know why. That's the thing that gets me. I don't know why. It's 90 base accuracy, and I missed it 3 times in a row earlier.
I couldn't tell you. Doug Trio here, Rindoberry, which is interesting.
Well, we have Sash on Gengar. And I think the sash on Gengar is more important than...
I would have played a Waterberry, but that's just...
Yeah, I agree with that.
What's the Waterberry? Washo Berry? Washo?
I actually don't know.
I think it's Washo Berry. W-A...
Super effective water berry.
What could it be?
Pasho.
Pasho Berry. That's close.
I always, for whatever reason, I always remember Wakan, Rindo, and
Wakan is...
There's Colbert and Koba.
Yeah. Kasib. I know Kasib Berry pretty well.
And then there's Akaberry. And the only reason I remember Akaberry is because I was running it on... I had it on one Mon for Draft League one time. No, I was doing calcs for Scizor.
Yeah.
I was doing Scizor calcs with Akaberry, and I had to make sure I could Oko through it. And instead he brought Choice Band, and I got punched really hard.
So Rindo Berry, Dugtrio, Arena Trap, obviously max HP, max speed. We are just sitting here trying to just hold them in place. Ally Switch, Protect, High Horsepower, and Rock Slide. Again, I'm pretty sure Rock Slide is like coverage plus flinches. High Horsepower, Stab, Running Protect on this one, and Ally Switch.
Why did we get Ally Switch?
Because we're fast and we can go underground and pop up someplace else.
See, that reasoning makes sense compared to, like, Clefairy getting it. Why does Clefairy get it?
Clefairy's magic.
See, that's stupid. That reasoning's stupid.
Explain why Clefairy comes from the moon, and that'll explain why Clefairy gets Ally Switch.
Because Deoxys said so.
Yeah.
Deoxys brought it from the
confirmed.
moon. But see, okay, so we have alien Mons.
Petition for Clefairy to become Ultra.
So you stole my joke. I think, was someone talking about this the other day on the
Zeno
Discord?
and I were talking about Ultra Beasts and whatnot.
Okay, I thought I read that somewhere, but I wasn't sure who to give credit to, so I was just going to steal the joke.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Last one here is Delmise. Assault Vest Steelworker is a great ability, giving you stab on your steel type moves, along with being able to stab grass and stab ghost. Anchor Shot Steel Roller for people who set up terrain, Power Whip, and Poltergeist.
Do we have any way of setting up terrain ourselves? No, correct?
No.
I don't like Steel Roller, man. I don't think terrains are important enough to be able to like, not have a move that actually does something.
Oh, yeah, we can. Power Whip.
So,
Power Whip
Delmise has to...
But Delmise is the one that has to set it anyway, because it's the one that has to be on the field to use it. It sets grassy terrain and then blows it up.
I guess, like, PZ also has Max Lightning that sets terrain.
Yeah.
But, like, that one's less relevant. Like, it's just incidental, here's my terrain. It's there as an electric move, not as
Dream
terrain.
Arena, again, is another one. It's just like, here's my Max Starfall. Cool.
As a man who's Dynamax Serena multiple times today.
Set up Misty.
Misty terrain is a thing that exists.
And then Hatterene still sets Psychic terrain. Max Blindstorm.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm like, Hatterene's banned, but that's Indeedee.
Indeedee is banned, yes.
So yeah, Hatterene's also banned.
No. Hatterene sets Max Mindstorm still, so. So there's still mons out there that set terrain that are relevant, so Steel Roller does see play once in a while, but that's why we run Anchor Shot. We have an actual steel move most of the time, and when
I forget Anchor Shot is also Steel type.
Also traps you.
That I didn't know.
Because it hooks you in and you can't get away.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Is it for like one turn, or is it...
I think it's until Delmise faints.
Oh! That's adorable. What does this special defense boost get us to?
A decent number, I think.
Team Builder.
It's to survive something. Quentin does nothing but do calcs all day anyway.
Delmise. What nature are we?
I don't know what you're doing here.
Look, okay, I don't have the fancy computer in front of me. So I had to do everything manually.
This number gets us to 132.
That's a bulky boy.
That is a bulky boy.
Yeah, that assault vest gonna make it real bulky.
That's real good.
We're adamant with no attack investment.
It's just because we're 131.
Oh, Lord, I didn't realize it was that high.
Yeah, it's just so we get...
Why does Delmise not see play? This is cool.
Because Trick Room isn't that great right now, because the best Tailwind Center has Taunt. I thought we talked about this last week. This is why Trick Room isn't that good right now.
I actually don't think we did.
No, I remember saying that.
I don't.
I've been saying it for the past... Since the episode came out, at least, that the best Tailwind Center has Taunt. And that's why Trick Room isn't that good.
Also gets Quick Guard.
Yeah.
Talonflame is great. I will have my shiny by next week, I promise.
You and your dongle.
I actually haven't used the dongle for shiny hunting.
I really want this to be minus speed instead of minus special.
I think I agree with that.
Like min speed Delmise is better than
random
not min speed. But then you outspeed other Delmises outside of Trick Room, which is fine, because you're not
okay, but
have Trick Room
how common is Delmise?
Also, notably, you speed tie min speed Marowak this way instead of being underspeeded, being overspeeded.
That's interesting to know.
So then you can Poltergeist if you just get lucky.
Do we have a Steel Ghostmon?
You mean besides Agaslash?
Okay, look.
The one we were just talking about this a little while ago before recording.
We were. I can't remember what I had for breakfast, man. I don't think I had breakfast.
So this team's gonna be Littleroot laddering for this week probably.
And Quentin has it all shiny, which, for the record, it doesn't.
We had to work hard for that one.
It doesn't eliminate your chances of getting it played, but it definitely makes them better.
Yeah, it definitely helps when it's all shiny. He had to borrow Dugtrio from me, and I believe he borrowed.
Yeah,
Lapras
he stole my Lapras from me.
So
he's like, "Hey, can I borrow that for like 2 seconds?" I'm like, "You're gonna need to EV it because I don't know what the spread is on this one currently."
Have fun, but this team's gonna be cute for sure. I don't know if it's actually any good, but it'll be cute to watch it be played for sure.
I need to play it less aggressively. That was the problem with the.
That's your problem with your Tentacruel team is you're just so
okay, but
aggressive.
Like the first episode, being aggressive was correct. Being aggressive every game was 100% correct. So I'm just like, all right, well, that's what this team does. So then when the second episode, I started recording and I'm just like, the aggressive plan's not working. I don't know what to do.
Gotta slow down. Take a deep breath.
And, of course, the third episode will already be up before this goes up. But obviously I 3-0'd because I'm a god gamer.
Now you gotta go play matches until you get 3 wins. So I'm
just gonna edit it all together and be like, hey, look at this, I'm great.
I actually did it. Yay. No.
And if I didn't, it's because I'm lazy and didn't want to.
But,
so whichever one is obvious, I either edited the video, or I'm lazy, or I got lucky. Those are my options right now.
So, Players Cup 2. We got this info earlier this morning, actually. It was real early this morning.
I was playing Oblivion, and then the Discord started blowing up. I'm just like, I'll read all that later. I'm busy.
I was getting out of bed when I think it was 3 hours after they had posted it, and I was like, oh, hey, Discord might want to know that this is a thing. And I actually found it on Twitter first, which was surprising. I hadn't even opened home yet for the day, and it's like, oh, here's Twitter. Here's this thing I found on Twitter.
Do you regularly get on home every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I have GTS trades and Wonder trades. And
oh, yeah, I don't do any of that.
I do. It's fun.
I probably
That's
should.
how I get my random legendaries all the time.
I probably should because I have literally, and I mean literally, 600 Littens on there.
Those poor people who are going to end up with a Litten. I swear.
But look, I needed them for Draft League, and then I just lucked into a shiny, so I can just say it. I wasn't even shiny hunting it. I just lucked into it.
Of course. But Players Cup 2 is going to be from late September through December. Pretty close to how the last one, like we said, it's going to be the IC style qualifier at the end of September. I think the actual region qualifiers it's a smaller pool this time, I think. I don't know if they're pulling. I don't know what they're doing this time. Because on home and on the site, they're different numbers. If you know what I mean. Like,
I actually don't. I haven't been on home.
They're different numbers on either side. If you go to home and read the thing there, they talk about it being Series 6 and how many players they're pulling, which they're pulling...
Does it say the 252 like the last one was?
I don't know if home says anything, but I know someone said something about it at some point. I'm just like, I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, there's a lot going around where it's just like...
There were people saying it was Series 5. There were people saying it was Series 6. It's just no information. No solid information has been locked down because Pokemon Company are just like, sure.
Like, y'all are good at spreading information. Figure it out for yourselves.
Like, here's this very vague info, figure it out. But so it looks like from what the Pokemon Company is saying about it, they are pulling 4 from each qualifier for each region.
Okay, so this is the first qualifier, not the only qualifier.
I'm not sure.
Great.
For the regional qualifier rounds, it's just like what, and it ends up being 4 players from each, which that means it's really, really hard to get in, but not impossible. Especially since Series 6 is going to be not even a month old by the time this IC starts. So it's like, whatever. Or they could be, here's 256, 256, 256, 128, and then they're doing like they did last time where it's 4, 4, 4, 4. With no invitational. That's what I'm expecting.
That. Yeah.
But they're not saying that. They're not saying anything about that. It's just like, here's qualifier for global finals. But that doesn't tell me what the IC does. What's this event in September going to do? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, God. Thank you. I found it. I was looking for this one for a while and I couldn't find it. So, confirming that the IC, the qualifier is going to be from September 24th, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific or 8 p.m. Eastern, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Right?
Yes.
And then it goes through Sunday, September 27th, and ends at 4:59 Pacific. Or 7:59.
Okay, answer me this. What happens if you're in the middle of a game qualifying for this?
The game finishes.
Okay.
I had that exact thing happen during the April IC. I was in the middle of the game still while it was playing. So you finish the game out and it adds it to your thing.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure because I've never actually played in one of these.
The qualifier is going to be the same as Players Cup 1, 256 from the US and Canada region, 256 from Europe, 256 from Latin America and Caribbean, and then 128 from Oceania, which is unfortunately just Australia and New Zealand, which sucks.
Agreed.
I know a lot of our listeners are from the Indonesian, Singapore, what do they call themselves? SEA. They have a fun acronym for it, and I can't remember what it is.
I actually don't know.
Oh, it's VGC is SEA. Like, instead of C as the competition, it's just like C as the word C, which is really cool. Also, notably, South Africa and Russia. Not included in any of these. Ever. Period. I don't know why.
I wonder if, like, it's just not popular there?
I'm not sure. I know, like, part of Russia is in Europe, so I don't know if they just count that separately or what. I know Asia has its own thing.
Huh.
But looks like we're getting our 256, 256, 256, and then it's November 7th is the double bracket, which we break it down, each region down to 16 players. And then November 14th is bracket play until we get to top 4. And then global finals is on December 5th.
There's also, just randomly scrolling through Twitter here, there's the r/VGC tournament tomorrow.
Yes.
So this will be Friday before the episode goes live.
There's 2. So there's one on Friday and there should be one on Sunday as well. They usually do these. They're 1-day style ices.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might do that tomorrow.
They had them last week, and we didn't really touch on them, but...
Man, that means I have to get a team built tonight. I'm off
You
this.
just play on Sunday.
I'm off this. I gotta work Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't have time to play 15 matches by the time I get home on Sunday.
Yeah. But again, same eligibility requirements. The ones who are not eligible are anybody in the junior and senior divisions, anybody who reside outside country supported by Pokemon Play, players who have not opted into the Pokemon Play terms of use, people who are unable to abide by the VGC tournament rules, which is going to be Series 6. Also, make sure you link your Play account. If you didn't...
I've done that, I think.
Make sure you do it. There was a lot of people that couldn't get it done for Players Cup 1, and they qualified, but they didn't qualify because they didn't link their account.
Womp womp.
So you got to make sure you get that done.
I might actually try it on this one, man. Because okay. As of now, my days off are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that means I could actually play Thursday, Friday, and then whatever I get to on Saturday when I get home. So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
The problem is my work schedule's changing sometime between now and
who knows what
question mark. Yeah, it was supposed to be this week, and he's like, "Hey, by the way, it's not."
Keep working. Keep working your normal schedule.
He's like, "It might be next week. It might be like 3 weeks. Who knows?" I'm like, oh, okay, boss man. Whatever you say, I'm gonna keep pushing that pop.
Sounds like a plan.
No.
But yeah, super excited for Players Cup 2. I know we have a couple teams we've been working on in secret. I had Duraludon team, and then I dropped Duraludon because I found this really cool Series 6 team from an Indonesian event.
Okay.
Which we'll talk about here in a second. But you came up with this in my living room.
Yeah, that's usually the worst part is that's where all my team building seems to happen. It feels like. So this is I really like. I got my shiny Durant this week.
Uh-huh.
Like it's been one that I've been wanting for a while, and I just have never sat down and actually did. So I got that yesterday.
Something like that.
I think it was yesterday. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, that one's done. Now what do I want to work on? I'm like, well, Durant pairs really well with Butterfree, but I already have that. But then you have that like really awkward double fire weakness, and Whimsicott's already gone, so you can't have that one. So I'm like, so what's the next Tailwind setter? Oh yeah, Talonflame exists.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna go get my shiny Talonflame that needs Gale Wings, and that's gonna suck because I don't want to do it, but it's gonna happen because I'm awesome.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
So we have Life Orb Durant, of course, Hustle, because why wouldn't it be? Rockslide, Thunderfang, X-Scissor, Ironhead. I'm not sold on X-Scissor. That's the only one I'm not entirely sold on. I can see that being Protect. Thunderfang, I think, is really great for all the bulky waters. It's great for Charizard, which you already have Rockslide for as well, but it's also great in the face of Amoonguss, so you can just, like, not be put to sleep. And, like, Ironhead's really good for Clef. X-Scissor is actually really great for PZ because you get to lower their special attack, which I haven't done calcs on this. Like, this is literally just something I've been working on for, like, 20 minutes. Maybe, you know, obviously.
Those are the best teams, though.
Obviously a little longer than that, but I haven't ran calcs to be like, hey, at -1 I live X or whatever. So need to work on EVs and everything between now and like 3 weeks from now, because this is probably what I'm going to play because this seems kind of great. Then we have Gale Wing, Talonflame, which you scroll past. Dang it, Carl. I like Focus Sash. I don't like Sharp Beak. I don't think Sharp Beak is actually worth it. Stop playing Sharp Beak on your Talonflames.
Goggles.
Goggles is also really good. Like, I think you need Focus Sash or you want Goggles. I think those are the two items for Talonflame. So we are special attack. Like, we're a special attacker with Hurricane and Heat Wave because Hurricane doesn't break your Gale Wings, where Brave Bird does. Quit playing Brave Bird on your Talonflames.
Dual Wing Beater Hurricane. That's all you need to play.
I also don't like Flare Blitz for that same reason, which is why I'm opting in for the special attacker with Hurricane and Heat Wave, Plus, like, both of those moves just hit like a truck.
When they hit, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You are playing with fire, quite literally here. Hurricane is going to miss a lot of the times, and then Heat Wave is...
I will have you know, I've missed 0 hurricanes so far.
And now you jinx yourself and you're going to miss them all.
And then obviously Tailwind, I have Quick Guard here. Quick Guard's really, really important in the face of Fake Out because I just don't want to lose my Gale Wings. So, like, preventing one turn of Tailwind for survivability is really important on Talonflame, I feel like.
Yep.
And then we get into, like, some interesting stuff here. So... we have, I wanted a bulky water type, so naturally that means I'm going to play Blastoise.
Not the first thing that comes to mind, but okay, sure.
So we have White Herb, Shell Smash, Blastoise.
Smash.
Shut it, man. Fake Out, Hydro Cannon, Ice Beam. This thing hits like a truck, and you don't even need to get the Shell Smash for this thing to hit like a truck.
I tried to sell you on my actual bulky set.
Yeah, but that's a physical attacker, right?
It's body press plus special.
Yeah, but then I don't Dynamax.
You still Dynamax.
Nah.
You get to run Hydro Cannon and body press, and then you get to run Iron Defense and either Fake Out or Protect.
I don't know. Maybe
it's better than White Herb, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay, I'm not sold on the Shell Smash White Herb thing. White Herb has actually been pretty decent because there's been times where like Arcanine's already on the field and I switch in and like it goes for Snarl and I'm like lol,
Bang.
Hydro Cannon, you go away.
Bang, yeah.
Because obviously in the face of like Blastoise, you're going to click that Snarl button to prevent you from dying, and they're like, nah,
Joke's
out
on
of
you,
here.
this is physical Blastoise, that means squat.
But at the same time, then you get the other aspect of Blastoise is on the field, they switch into Arcanine, eat your White Herb. It's like, oh, well now I can't Shell Smash, and awkward. So there's give and take. I understand. Like, it's cool, but I think I'm not sold on that yet. There was a set that we played back with one of the Weezing teams back on Laddering that had a Blastoise, and I want to look at that set again because I think that set was really cool. Then we have, like, to pair with Blastoise, I wanted a Lightning Rod user, but I didn't want Raichu, which I think is probably the like standard Lightning Rod one. Just because, like, at that point, I have 3 Pokemon that all are already super fast, and we're adding in Raichu as well. And I don't think we wanted that, so instead I'm going with Alola-Whack. Pretty standard. Poltergeist, Flare Blitz, Bone Meringue, Protect. Bone Meringue never hits. I'm debating on switching it to literally anything else.
I can tell you one thing. Fix your Protect button into Detect button.
Oh, hey, yeah. To be fair, I didn't know it got Detect until we started talking about it today.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an egg move.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just had to breed for it. That's even worse.
I'm not sure how egg moves work with Alola form versus regular form.
I actually don't either.
I've never had to do with that.
I also don't have a 0-speed Alola-Whack.
I got one.
Awkward.
I got one. Found it on home.
So then, from there, like, well, we have, like, Lightning Rod for Blastoise. We probably want some form of redirection for Blastoise if we're doing Shell Smash. So, Clefairy pairs well with Blastoise. It pairs well with Durant to add some type of survivability. So, Clefairy seems naturally great here with Follow Me, Protect, Helping Hand, and then I'm running Icy Wind as another form of, like, speed control. So when we go turbo fast with Talonflame, that's cool. Or we can make them go turbo slow with Icy Wind.
Yep.
Just like my support Pokemon both have speed control on them in some way. And I think that's great. And then rounding out the team, felt like we needed a little bit of grass coverage, so we added on Assault Vest Serena, Triple Axle, Play Rough, Power Whip, High Jump Kick. This thing hits like a truck and it's great.
Notably, this could also be Ferrothorn and probably be fine. But Serena felled a lot of the...
My big thing is I already have Durant.
Yeah.
And I don't want to add another quad weakness to fire.
If only Blastoise could set rain. Too bad it's got this G-Max Cannonade that doesn't.
Darn, what a shame. Residual damage that can pick up extra KOs?
Maybe.
I mean...
With how many bulky waters there are still, I still think it's, like, even worse than Venusaur and Charizard.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Like,
it
Venusaur
is.
banned and Charizard being, like, kind of neutered because the best Sunsetter's gone. It's just like Blastoise is still worse than both of them.
Notably, I'm running Torrent on it because Rain is just bad. But like Rain Dish can also just be fine because you get incidental recovery, but you can also get incidental extra power. So
yeah,
I don't know. I like of all the starters, Blastoise's ability is the one that doesn't care.
Agreed.
Like it doesn't matter what you run. It's just like there's benefits to both, and I don't really care about either of them.
Yeah. Notably, the other Blastoise set I was running likes Rain Dish because you run leftovers and you are a bulky set. So I'll have to pull that one out for you and let you see that if I have it still because it's super duper cool.
So this is what I've been working on for exactly today.
I stole mine because I'm having the hardest time finding something I like to play. This one got first place in an Indonesian event. I found it on Reddit. Thank you, Reddit. I love it so much. We got our first little award Reddit thing. Someone gave us a little award on Reddit.
Ah, sweet. I didn't know that.
I was checking the account and I said I had one. I was like, aw. But we have Volcarona, Dracovish, Ferrothorn, Comfey, Goodra, and Gothitelle.
You had me at Comfey Goodra.
Comfey Goodra is like the main like core here. Citrus Berry, Triage, Comfey with Kick a Drain, Draining Kiss, Flora Healing, and Ally Switch. Weakness Policy Goodra with Outraged, Iron Tail, Power Whip, and Fire Punch. Sap Super obviously for Goodra just so we can Giga Drain if we need to. We can also Weakness Policy if we need to depending on what our opponents are doing. I'm not in love with the physical Goodra set. Especially this, like, Outrage feels kind of mediocre after Dynamax is over, but it's better than nothing. Comfey also has Ally Switch, which feels kind of meh, honestly. I'm not a fan of Ally Switch. I'm not a fan of using it. I'm not a fan of playing with it. It just kind of feels real gimmicky and just a waste of a slot most of the time.
Okay.
Like, cool. It's like once you show it, it's like you either can use it all, you have to either use it all the time or never use it again and get your opponent to just like mess with it. The other sweeper on this team is Dracovish, which this team really, really doesn't like having two physical dragons on this team at all.
Yeah.
The playtesting I've been playing with it, it's like I wish if we're going to do like Goodra stuff, I think I'd rather be like Assault Vest plus like Sap Super physical and then swap Dracovish for like a Lapras or something.
Okay.
With Weakness Policy, take advantage of Comfey. That's like the one thing I'd change. Normal Dracovish here, Psychic Fangs, Rock Slide, Vicious Rend, and they're running Dragon Rush, which is whatever. Volcarona is our actual special attacker on this team outside of like random damage from Gothitelle. Notably Flame Body, Focus Sash, Rage Powder, Protect, Heat Wave, and Hurricane. It's really, really cool when you get to set up Rain, which is why I was thinking of Lapras, because we get to set Rain with Lapras, and then our Hurricanes hit all the time. You
should look at Moxie Boosted. He had a support Volcarona set, specifically for the EVs of it. I remember him saying... I would have to find it to specifically... like show you, but there was a reason everything was the way it was, and it added like extra bulk to it, so you don't need Focus Sash, I think.
Okay.
I'd have to find that. To Twitter I go.
To Twitter you go. Ferrothorn here is Iron Barbs, Leftovers, Iron Defense, Body Press, Power Whip, Protect. Notably no Leech Seed. Instead we were running Max HP, Max Defense, and 4 Special Defense. Again, I'm not a real big fan of just like Max HP, Max Defense on this thigh, but it is what it is. Iron Defense, Body Press. 1 Iron Defense plus Body Press means you're just gonna OHKO most not like bulky mons. I think we're running Power Whip just because we wanted another grass type. But like we have Power Whip on Gudra, we have Power Whip on Ferrothorn, we have Thunderbolt on Gothitelle coming up. Like I have 3 ways to deal with bulky waters on this team alone. And I just feel like it's just a little too much probably, so I think I might swap that for like a Leech Seed just to like be a more Stallymon. Like I like the 6 a lot. It's just like this felt weird. A lot of the mons feel weird, and then it's like trying to do certain things, and I'm not like always in agreement with that. Gothitelle is one of my favorite Gothitelle sets though.
So I just opened YouTube. First thing that comes up is a Moxie boosted G-Max Blastoise video.
Well, there you go. You get your G-Max Blastoise set. I get my Volcarona set. We're all good to go. But Gothitelle Blunder Policy. I don't know what it is, but this is so cute to run.
Okay, this set is sweet.
I'm a big fan. I like this one a lot. We are competitive instead of Shadow Attack because we don't care if they stay in.
Yeah,
they think that they're trapped and they're not, and then they lower my stats and then I blow them up.
You're like, oh, I can't switch out. Guess I'm just gonna attack, and then you get one competitive boost, and they're like, oh God, we're dead.
Gothitelle is real bulky. Is just naturally bulky, and notably with Blunder Policy boosts, we will outspeed max speed Jolteon after Blunder Policy goes off.
Oh.
We have Fake Out, Hypnosis, Psychic, and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt can probably be whatever, but I'm not sure at the moment what I want it to be. Hypnosis is our like Blunder Policy like triggerer thing. Like we're hoping we miss turn 1 a lot of the times if we don't Fake Out on turn 1, and then Blunder Policy goes off, and then we just go big and go boom. Also notably, I believe this is our Porygon Z counter, because it's just like we do Gothitelle plus Dynamax Mon, Dynamax in front of it. They have to hit the Dynamax Mon because Gothitelle is just like not going to do anything to them. They're not worried about it. But then they boost Gothitelle so much that Gothitelle just sits there and just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But I think I might fudge around with some of the numbers and some of the Mons. Like this Dracovish might get changed, even though I have a shiny and I really want to use it. This Dracovish is probably going to get dropped for Lapras just so it pairs well better with Comfey and can set Rain for Ferrothorn and Volcarona. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. Nobody has Assault Vest, right? No. Okay, so I use Assault Vest still. Yeah. Ready to move on to our wonderful Littleroot Rumble that we had this past weekend?
Let's talk, man. Let's talk.
Congratulations to Jiggly Dreams and Kaizen for making top 2 there.
More importantly, congrats for beating out Chasing, even though he didn't get to play.
I was going to say, yeah.
But,
we had a lot of drops last minute, and I wasn't going to play. I ended up playing just so we could hit the 10-player cap so I could pay out people and still give them prizes.
You're so nice.
I ended up dropping in round 2. I played round 1, and it was really, really close, and it was a lot of fun. And then round 2... I was like busy trying to work at the same time and wasn't really paying attention to the game. I was just hitting moves and kind of like trying to play competitively. But after that, I just realized that I wasn't going to do anything anymore. So it's just like, okay, go ahead and drop me. We hit our 10 players. I played 2 rounds. It's good enough for me. I'll pay out prizes. Those will probably be getting to you now that here shortly this week sometime just before the next one starts. Primarina is like the king of this event.
Yeah, I'm not... Okay, so I'm not... actually surprised by this because Primarina is like everywhere.
Yeah, Primarina is probably the best bulky water, like by far, right? Having access to there's 10 different sets you can play. You can play AV, you can play Throat Spray, Life Orb, Expert Belt. Bulky supports are a thing. Perish Song's a thing. Like there's so many things Primarina can do, and it's got a real good typing. Fairy Water is just really good right now. Real good special defense, so you can tank PZ hits. Aqua Jet to set and trigger your Colossal, which is one of the other most played mons in this event. It goes, I think it was 6 Primarina, and then 5 Dusclops, and then 3 Colossal is the next one. That's the next most. It just drops real fast from Primarina to Dusclops to Colossal. Notably, there's also 3 Amoonguss on this graphic.
Yep. Don't you have that list you can pull up?
Yeah, it's sitting over here on Discord. Let me go find it.
Alright.
Again, shout out to Chasing. He does all of these little stats and stuff for us, which is great. 6 Primarina, 5 Dusclops, 3 Amoonguss, 3 Colossal, and then 2 of Zoroark, Dracovish, Dark Urshifu, Volcarona, Hatterene, Talonflame, Arcanine, and Corviknight. And then 39 unique ones after that.
39 unique ones.
There's 39 unique ones total, 27 non-repeat.
Okay, this isn't completely accurate because there's 2 Raichus on here.
I mean, are they though?
They're both Raichus, yes.
One's a Lola Raichu, one is regular Raichu.
Yeah, but then there's also
have different
Pikachu.
abilities.
There's also Pikachu.
Pikachu is not a Raichu, I can tell you that.
And there's Riolu. There's Riolu, which is also kind of almost a Pikachu if you squint.
So for the sake of this, all Alola forms are counted separately from regular forms.
As is.
As they should be, because they're not the same Pokemon. Notably, there's 5 Dusclopses and then 1 Dusknoir.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
It was EB's team, and it was funny.
Did you play him?
I played. Let me see. Who did I play? Because I played Yanokan first round, and that game was great. And then I played another Trick Room player. I think it was Matt, second round. Yeah. And then from there I dropped because my next match was Karibo, and then I had to drop because I wasn't actually playing any games at that point. I was just kind of just standing around and not doing anything.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So Jiggly's Dreams teams here is Primarina, Colossal, Amoonguss, Zoroark, Pikachu, and Dusclops. Notably, the tournament organizers both brought Zoroark and Colossal and Primarina.
Yeah, okay, so Jiggly has Pikachu, whereas Karibo has Raichu. So
Karibo has Serena, where Jiggly has Amoonguss.
So really, these 2 teams are basically the same thing.
Pretty close, yeah. Amoonguss and Dusclops pair well together, and then Serena and Talonflame pair well together.
Agreed.
So it's like one wanted to go fast, one wanted to go slow. They had their own play styles. Zoroark here is the key thing. Zoroark apparently was really, really good, and I guess nobody was expecting it.
Does Zoroark get Surf? Is there a way to trigger this Colossal?
Aqua Jet or Primarina.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that's a thing. I'm like, you don't want to Surf with your Primarina, that's gonna kill it.
The Aqua Jet. Redirection's super duper slim here because it's just I have a Clefairy, and then there's 3 Amoonguss, and that's it. That's the redirection.
That's actually it.
That's all the redirection. Redirection is starting to fall down because everyone's just was used to Colossal plus Surf, so redirection doesn't stop that. Now everyone's not playing redirection, so Primarina's getting better. You can Aqua Jet and not take a million damage. Kaizen's team was Primarina, Salazzle, Delmise, Cobalion, Haxorus, and Dusclops. Where's the beat up? Can you find the beat up? I know where it's at.
Is it Delmise?
Incorrect.
Is it Salazzle?
There you go.
Okay. I'm like, it's one of those 2 because I don't know what they do.
Salazzle is a very good beat-up mon. Fake out, beat up, plus fire, plus poison, go to town. Really, really fun team. Again, we don't have any sets or anything, but I can assume, I can infer a lot of what they do because I actually kind of was I got to hear a lot about it while I was playing. Yanokan's team is very hard Trick Room with Ranunculus, Dusclops, Liepard, and Rhyperior, and then we're running Volcarona as a redirector, and Rotom is just water coverage, and a go fast mode if we need it. They had multiple ways to set Trick Room. They had multiple ways to make sure Ranunculus got to do the Trick Room thing if they needed to. And they also had weakness policy Rhyperior to just do stuff with Dusclops if it was just good.
Honestly, I have one minor complaint about this format. And it's not even about this format, it's about the game. I wish they would patch Max Guard Copycat, because it doesn't work like you would want it to, because I think it should fail, just like it should fail. I think Copycat should fail with max moves, just like Instruct does. Instruct doesn't work with max moves.
Yeah, I
think Copycat should also not work.
Yeah.
Because, like, having that incidental ability to set Trick Room is actually really good, but at the same time, you're quote-unquote wasting a Dynamax turn, and I think that's what makes it okay.
The reasoning there, I think why Instruct doesn't work, but Copycat does. Copycat takes the move, and the person that uses Copycat uses the move, whereas Instruct makes the Maxmon use the move, but the Maxmon can't use the move because they have all Max moves. So it would create a no loop. And it's like, oh, you need to do this. I can't do this because I'm Max form, but you need to do this, and you can't do this. There's a bunch of cool glitches in the game using... I don't know if you watched Wolfie's glitch
showcase video.
The glitch video.
Oh yeah.
No, that one was fun. I didn't know like half the glitches were in the game still. The choice scarf glitch was real fun to watch. There was another glitch where something to do with Oranguru and whatnot, but it was really fun to watch. Matt's team here is another Trick Room team: Hatterene, Dusclops, Dark Single Strike Urshifu, Amoonguss, Snorlax, yes, and Primarina.
Snorlax is great.
I love Snorlax.
Especially alongside Amoonguss.
I want Snorlax to be really, really good, and they took away Mimikyu, and it makes me sad.
Agreed. I wish we had Mimikyu, and like I think it was last week or a couple weeks back. I'm just like, man, I haven't played against Mimikyu in like forever, and then it hit me. I'm like, oh yeah, and like it still gets me. I'm like, man, I really want to just play with Mimikyu because I was thinking about it. I'm like, all right, because Zeno was talking about playing Aegislash. Like, well, you had Aegislash, Mimikyu, Dragapult, but Dragapult got banned. So what do you replace that with? It's like, oh yeah, you also don't get Mimikyu.
Notably, you can do Aegislash, Dusclops, and then Delmise probably would be what you want. But then all your 2 of your ghosts are weak to fire, which kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of like where it's at. It's like Dusclops is sometimes the third ghost over Mimikyu, so it's trying to figure out what do you play in that Dragapult spot.
You could play a Lola Whack.
Yeah, like that's not terrible.
It gives you your Trick Room Mon, and well, the thing about Delmise is you could do weakness policy with Dusclops, just Shadow Sneak it.
Yeah. You could also do Bulldoze with Marowak.
True, but at that point, just run Thick Club.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason not to run Thick Club.
Exactly. Karibo's team we kind of touched on here. It's pretty much the same as Jiggly's, but he swaps Serena for Amoonguss and Raichu for Pikachu and Talonflame for Dusclops. His team wants to go faster compared to Chili Dream's slower team.
It makes me laugh of, hey, this is the exact same team, but we changed half of it. but those changes are pretty minor in the.
The only reason we changed half of it is because one of the Mons evolved. That's the only reason it's actually half. Otherwise, it'd just be fast mode versus slow mode.
True. So, it's really just, do you like Light Ball or do you like Focus Sash?
Could be Assault Vest.
You're not wrong. I've ran Assault Vest on many Raichus. I miss Gyarados, man.
I do
I miss Gyarados and I miss Magnezone. Mimikyu.
All the singles mons that they took away from us is just hit the hardest, minus Hippowdon. Who cares about Hippowdon?
It would make Sand okay.
Yeah, if we had Hippowdon, Sand would be fine still.
I think if we had Sand, if we had Hippowdon, I'd be really interested in testing out Hippowdon and Stoutland.
Herdier.
Why Herdier?
Eviolite.
But Stoutland.
But Eviolite.
Yeah, but one of these has a mustache.
But they both have mustaches.
I was hoping you wouldn't catch that.
I'm like, wait a minute, they both have mustaches. What are you talking about? Next up, another Trick Room team.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah, Trick Room was real popular just because it's a good way to counter PZ. PZ being, once you figure out that your Dusclops can survive a normal Life Orb Max Dark from PZ, it's just okay, make sure I survive it all.
This tournament was set to mess with you because you're the only PZ player.
Yep. 100%. I was like, I just picked a team too. I was like, I didn't have time to select or make anything. It's just like, I have this sitting here. This is the first team in my slot. Sure. I just needed to be a body at that point. Quentin's team here: Dragalgi, Alolawak, Amoongus, Clink Clank, Hatterene, and Dusclops. Like I said, it's kind of a similar theme, and it's where he got the Perish Trap idea from, because I told him about Perish Trap on his Marowak, and just once you get a couple KOs with Hatterene plus Amoongus, you just swap in Marowak, hit click Perish Song, and the game's pretty much over. He's using Dragalgi to just be this real big sweeper with Dusclops proccing weakness policy. Hatterene is another setter. Clink Clank is a third setter. And then Amoongus is redirection just to make sure you get a Trick Room off.
I love Clink Clank.
Do you?
I do, man. It was great in Draft League. It is a great Draft League mon.
7th place here is one of our newer members, Toothpaste here, who started streaming because I guess from what I read, it was just because we make content, it inspired him to make content, which is cool.
Yeah, it's great. Granted, when he is streaming a Fire Red, I think it's Fire Red or Leaf Green, one of the two, Nuzlocke, and he had started it literally when I was heading to bed, so I watched 10 minutes of it. So, shout outs to Toothpaste. Go follow him on Twitch.
Karibo also started streaming, also on Karibo448 on Twitch.
Also, shout outs to Swede. It's Swede _PS4. Alright, I think I'm done with shout outs this week.
Evan's got his YouTube channel, which now that Draft League's done, I'm not sure now that he's out of Draft League, I'm not sure what he's going to do for his YouTube content, but we're going to try and probably get something started here soon and have more events for people to play in. I know we were looking at doing a mono-type event of some sort, just like a one-day, like a one-off thing. We're also looking at doing a draft-a-type, mono-type event, which that'd be kind of cool.
I think that'd be the most unique. The best way to do it is just hey, here's 4 weeks. You're gonna play 3 rounds or whatever, or you're gonna play 4 rounds.
A limited, we're limited to however many types there are, which is
17.
Which we probably could just do 16 that way. There's
Yeah.
one off.
It's a true bracket.
Yeah.
Just no one gets normal because normal sucks.
Normal has PZ.
Oh no! You don't get to play with PZ.
Just throwing it out there. Normal has PZ. You might want to draft that one. Also, you're only weak to fighting.
And you're immune to ghosts.
It's not a bad type. It's just
it's really not.
It's just you don't hit anything super effectively.
Yeah.
You just you're super reliant on your
But at the same time, a lot of the normal types, their move pools are everywhere.
Oh, they're deep.
Yeah,
a lot of the normal types get dark and fighting type moves all the time.
Look at PZ.
Yep.
It has ice and electric and dark and normal, and that's all it runs.
It has Shadow Ball.
Does it?
It has access to Shadow Ball.
Neat.
They don't run it very often, but it has access to it.
I can say I've never seen Max Phantasm on a PZ.
Because they don't care. They want the they want the special defense.
Yeah, Max Darkness is just better.
Evan's team was Primarina, Volcarona, Corviknight, and then we skipped Toothpaste's team.
We got busy
Toothpaste's team was Dracovish, Sylveon, Arcanine, Escavalier, Jolteon, and Weezing.
I'm sure Escavalier did a lot of work in this tournament.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just I have to bring Escavalier all the time because everyone's playing Trick Room.
But at the same time, what do you Weezing Escavalier seems real powerful against Trick Room. Just alright, you lose your abilities, I get to do my thing. Downside is, there's a ton of Amoongus here, so you're just I don't want to lose my overcoat, but...
Exactly.
What's the chances of you sporing in and me staying in?
Exactly. Granted, I think part of that ideas came from Wolfie's team. Dracovish, the Jolteon, and Weezing are just part of that core that he was playing with.
Well, you also had Arcanine as well.
Arcanine is on the team.
I think the only thing that's actually different is the Sylveon.
The Sylveon and the Escavalier.
No, he had Escavalier.
On the one he took number 1?
I'm pretty sure he did. No, he had Ferrothorn.
It was Ferrothorn.
Yeah, I was close.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it was Ferrothorn. I'm pretty sure it was a grass type.
Like, I remember there being a giant steel thing.
And then they weren't... he was playing one evolution instead of two.
Evolutions are too powerful, man. Gotta ban them down to one a team.
Weakness policy, Umbreon coming back to get you.
Who was that had that happen?
Wolfie. On stream, it happened to Wolfie. He's just like, there was 3 evolutions on the field. The Sylveon proc the weakness policy of the Umbreon, and Umbreon kind of didn't really get to do anything, though.
Umbreon doesn't do anything, that's why.
Well, no, he swapped out and played around it.
Oh.
Max,
At the same time, it doesn't do anything.
Max guarded correctly and whatnot, so... again, Evan's team, Primarina, Volcarona, Corviknight, Electric Terrain Setter, Pincurchin, with Surge Surfer, Alolan Raichu, and then Runerigus.
This is really close to what I was working on at the beginning of the format, and what I almost played in the third Rumble, because this is 4, right?
Yeah.
This is something I was really close to working on. He has the Runerigus here, which I didn't. I didn't have Runerigus or Volcarona. I think I had a Mungus in that slot instead of Volcarona.
Yeah, probably.
But, like, the problem with that is you can't Spore when you pair it with Pincurchin.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Sad.
So that's when you start, just like...
Well, you can Spore Pokemon that aren't grounded.
Like I said, you don't get to Spore.
You can Spore the Corviknight. You can Spore...
The Lumberry Corviknight.
Yeah, you can also Spore that Rotom there.
Oh, no. Not the Rotom.
I mean... yeah.
You can hit Charizard. Too bad you're dead.
Next up here is Eevee's team with this Dusknoir, Riolu, Terrakion, Arcanine, Colossal, Primarina.
It seems cool.
I believe there is a coaching somewhere.
There's probably multiple coachings between Terrakion and Riolu. It's like, Dusknoir's going to punch like a truck.
I'm about to say this Dusknoir's going to punch somebody. Shadow punch him. Get him. And then we get to my team, which was literally just like, here's this team I had sitting from when I was talking about, I think it was hyper offensive teams from Victory Road VGC. I had them all pulled up in Showdown just like so I could test them and I know what they're doing.
Like, oh, hey, here you go. Cool.
Here's one of the teams that was on there.
Untitled Team 1.
Yeah, pretty much. Dracovish, PZ, Corviknight, Darkstrike, Urshifu, Clefairy, and Talonflame.
So what do you think?
Of the team?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not big in the hyper offensive teams. Like, it's not my playstyle. I don't like just to sit there and just like, I have to lead. I lead this, I go burr, and then we're done. It's not a very fun style of gameplay for me. Hence why I liked the one team I was talking about earlier, where it's just kind of this mid-rangey team.
I don't know what I did, but I changed my graphics on Showdown. Now everything's like Gen 5 graphics.
What did you do?
I don't know, but Duraludon looks great in this.
It's just the sprites, man. Just Gen 5 sprites. Whatever.
But there's no Duraludon in Gen 5.
It's not hard to make that, though.
Yeah, true. Just downscaling.
Anything else you want to talk about this week?
Let's see.
Shoutouts, ramblings. We got a couple minutes yet.
Not really, if you want me to be 100% honest. I've been playing a lot of Oblivion the last couple days. I think in the last 2 days I've put probably 15 hours in. And so by the time this comes out, that's going to be like 35. No, that's not true. I'm getting Tony Hawk tonight. I'm going to be playing a ton of Tony Hawk over the weekend. And then next week we get Mario 3D All-Stars. And the Battle Royale, or is that next month?
That's in October.
Okay, that was close.
Nintendo's been doing a lot of sneaky game drops, which I'm expecting to have like random Pokemon trailer pop up sometime. Because they've been giving the directs to their third-party developers, and then just like, oh, by the way, here's this Nintendo title that we're remastering or we're doing something for. Pikmin was treated that way. The Mario Anniversary stuff was treated that way.
Yeah, like, no one knew it was happening. They're like, the morning I was just like, hey, by the way, this is direct today.
Here's this Hyrule Warriors Legend of Zelda
prequel
had one of the
Breath of the
had that
Wild
happen.
thing. Yeah.
It's just like, here's the Great Calamity prequel thing, which is super cool. I liked Hyrule Warriors a lot, and I might pick this one up if I can afford it. I put probably about 100 hours into the first one, and it's great. I love the whole just like strategic 1,000 versus 1 style gameplay. It's a lot of fun.
Actually, I haven't played it, so I don't know anything about it.
Pikmin 3 is another one I really, 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 really want. I don't think I can emphasize this enough. I really want this game. Like, I loved Pikmin, like, growing up, and Pikmin 2 was one of my favorite games. I never got to play 3 because I moved out to college. I didn't have a console. I didn't have a TV for any of that stuff when I moved out, so I was just like, cool, I don't get to play it, whatever. But now that I can buy it, I'm just like, I'm probably going to go pick up Pikmin 3 and just play the heck out of it. I beat Super Mario Bros. 1 last night for like the 10 millionth time.
It's been years since I played through that. I've never played through 2 or 3.
Now that they have All-Stars on the Switch, I was just like, okay, I can play through Super Mario Bros. 1 with the updated graphics and controls whenever I wanted to. Just like regular Super Mario, like the original Super Mario Bros., sometimes they just eat inputs and it just sucks. Well, they updated on the SNES one, and it's got better graphics, and it's got the 16-bit graphics, and it doesn't always eat your inputs all the time. I managed to squeak by 8-4 at 0-0-0. Did you know that when you win, the clock rolls over if it's 0-0-0?
No.
It rolls over to max time.
What?
It rolls over to 999, and it ticks all the way down. You get maximum points.
That's hilarious.
I didn't know it was a thing that happened.
No.
And I found that out, and I was just sitting there watching, just like, is it gonna end? Are we
Like,
stuck?
what's going on here?
No, is points. Points are ticking up. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Probably need to get working on Pokemon. I got some shinies that I gotta hyper train up and get ready to rock and roll for this Players Cup thing now.
Yeah, I got a team to actually build, so
I gotta go find Comfey.
I missed my rock slide on Lapras and it lived at 1, and now I'm probably gonna die.
Womp womp.
I have 2 turns of Trick Room I had to stall out. This is not gonna work.
Your AV Serena, right?
Yeah.
Just smack that Lapras out into fucking tomorrow. Just slap it.
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
Get us out of here, bud.
All right, man. As always, everyone, if you're following on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications when new stuff goes live. Leave a comment down below talking about who knows what you're going to be playing in this IC, if you're actually going to get to play, and if you're not, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We hope everyone gets a chance to play.
It's hopefully going to be really awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. So, past that, make sure you go and follow us on Twitter at LR Lessons, myself at CarterNoble25, and Carl at musical_33. Let's see, we have Twitch accounts. It is currently September, so if you are wanting to go above and beyond and support Carl and myself, you can do so and save yourself some money. It's, I believe, 10% off of subs, 20% off of 3-month subs, and 30% off of 6-month subs. So like if you're interested in doing that, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated as always. So myself at Mr. Missouri25 and Carl is at musical_33.
No, just musical.
No, I knew that. You changed it. No, Twitter. Yeah.
You're rambling off Twitter.
Yeah, close enough, man. And then join the community Discord if you haven't already. That's going to be down in the show notes as always. And I think that's everything I've hit and I need to hit.
Apologies for last week's episode not being up on Spotify. I had to fight with Spotify for like a week, most of this past week, to try and get the episode updated on there.
Yeah, so like
it should be up there. It should be up there now, and everything should be running smoothly again. Hopefully, this episode goes live on Spotify this time.
Yeah, no idea what happened, but here we are. So, as always, everyone, thank you very much. We'll be back next week. Go watch some other of our stuff if you haven't already. Have a good one. Peace.